San.
And I'm Andrea.
And this is GNA for today.
And we are two best friends living a faith-based lifestyle.
And then we're documenting it.
If you're new here, or if you haven't already, be sure to hit that red subscribe button down below, and right beside that button, hit the bell button so you will get notified every single time we post. We post every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So if you haven't already seen it, last week's video was us talking all about why going to therapy is okay, and then we break down some of the stereotypes of therapy, and we explain the different types of therapy that are available and how you can access those. So if you haven't already checked that out, it'll be linked over here. Am I right? I really hope I'm right. Or over here. So make sure you guys go watch that video because it was a good one.
This week's video is about mine and Grayson's favorite snacks currently. We go through different phases of our favorite snacks, but these have held true to me for like years now. So I want to share these recipes with y'all, and while we're at it, comment below what you think is in my mug. So tune in for today's video for some snacks that you can try at your own kitchen. So on to the video. We're gonna make some chili lime pecans, and the first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. For this recipe, you'll need pecans, lime juice, coconut oil, paprika, Himalayan salt, chili powder, and cayenne pepper. The first thing you'll need to do is get a tablespoon of solid coconut oil, put it in a bowl, and then melt that in the microwave. Sometimes it will take like a minute, but I do like 30 seconds at a time to make sure it doesn't combust. So this recipe is so simple and so easy. Next, you just add everything else into a bowl. You add 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can use a little extra cayenne pepper if you like the kick. Then you mix all that together. Then you add the pecans to that mixture, and the recipe says to do 3 cups of pecan halves, but you can literally do any nut that you please. Like sometimes we make it for my dad with cashews, peanuts, anything that you really want. Then you mix all that together. Next step is to lay out a parchment paper sheet onto a baking sheet and just put all your nuts out on there and level them out. In the oven we go for 12 minutes. So my end product ended up a little bit more burnt than I would have wished. So I wish that I would have done it for only 10 minutes and not 12, but still, they're so good, and I really encourage you to try these out. Look at how beautiful they are. It's an amazing taste, and it's just so easy to snack on. It's so easy, it only took like 15 minutes. It's super simple, and you probably already have all these things around your house.
Okay friends, I am so excited. Y'all are in my kitchen. Welcome back to my kitchen. You are in my kitchen in my day in the life video. So if you haven't already seen that, make sure you go and check that one out. It'll also be linked above. But today we're explaining our favorite snacks and how to make them. So the first thing that I always do when I get in the kitchen is I pick up an apron because I tend to be messy. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my apron. And you always want to make sure you have water available because cooking is stressful. And whenever you're using an oven, it gets really, really hot. So you need to have some agua. Then my next step is to find whatever recipe I might be using. If I'm not making something up, which I do quite a lot in the kitchen, if I'm actually following a recipe, then I will go ahead and get my cookbook. If you don't already know, Andrea and I follow the Next 56 Days lifestyle program, and so we eat healthy basically, and I have recently started my journey to healthy living, and if you haven't been up to date on that, check out my Instagram story for that. But this is one of the first class cookbooks that we got for the Next 56 Days. So in it I am going to use my 2 recipes. So I always want to get my cookbook out, make sure that it's flipped open to the recipe that I'm using. If I'm using multiple recipes, I'll use a little clip so that I can flip back and forth. Super easy. Also, shout out to my mom's friend Randy Mobley for making this amazing cookbook holder. Shout out to him because it is incredible and it helps me out in the kitchen so much, and my cookbooks are not dirty anymore. It's fantastic. Okay, so the first recipe that I'm going to be making is lemon poppy seed muffins. Y'all, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, so I already panned all of our ingredients, but the ingredients you will need for this are 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of applesauce, 1 teaspoon of aluminum-free baking powder, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/4 cup of oat flour. I ran out of oat flour, so I'm using almond flour. A 1/2 teaspoon of pink sea salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2/3 cup of Greek plain yogurt, a 1/2 cup of xylitol. I'm using stevia because I'm out of xylitol. 5 teaspoons of lemon extract, or in my case I'm using lemon juice because we're out of lemon extract too. So obviously I need to make a run to the grocery store. And then 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds. So we are going to take all of those ingredients, mix them up in a bowl, and then we're going to bake it at 425 for 18 minutes. It is going to be delicious. Okay, so the recipe literally just says mix all of the ingredients. So I'm just going to go straight down the row, put everything in here, and mix it all up. Okay, well, I don't know when it stopped recording, so hopefully you saw all that. Sad day.
Next, we're going to make these really cute little peanut butter and seed muffins, which you can add like whatever type of nuts or seeds you want. But you're going to need some coconut oil, PB2, sweetener, cinnamon, sea salt, almonds, pumpkin seeds, oatmeal, or whatever type of nuts that you want to add. So just like the first recipe, we're going to start by melting the coconut oil. You'll need 1 cup of coconut oil and then melt it in the microwave. So this recipe is actually pretty similar to the almond recipe. After melting the coconut oil, you just literally add all the rest of the ingredients. So you're going to add a cup of PP2, a 1/3 cup of sweetener, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 2 cups of almonds, or I use pistachios, a cup of raw pumpkin seeds, and a 1/2 cup of uncooked oats. Then you mix it all up. So this recipe actually makes a lot of little muffins. We filled up this whole tray plus probably about 20. So I went to put this in the freezer, and to my surprise, it did not fit. Witness the tragedy here. Yeah, pretty tragic. I was freaking out. So it's a good thing that we have a bigger freezer. After chilling in the freezer for about an hour or 2, they look like this, and they're so cute. They're just super easy to bring with you wherever you go.
Alright, y'all. My next recipe is cocoa fat burning cookies. They're like no bake cookies. Super simple, super easy. Here's what you need. 1 cup of xylitol. I'm using stevia again because I'm still out of xylitol. 1/4 a cup of butter, unsweetened and unsalted. This is 1/4 of a cup. A lot of butters, if you have stick butter, will tell you how many tablespoons is equal to however many cups. So I've already got that done. 1/2 cup of almond milk. I'm going to use 1/2 cup of almond milk and a little bit more cashew milk. The last time I made these, they were kind of dry. So yeah, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa. Shock and awe, my battery died. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I use the Hershey's Cocoa 100% cacao, naturally unsweetened. You want to make sure that you are using unsweetened if you are following 56 because we don't want sugar. Then we do 1/2 cup of PB2, which is like the best stuff in the world. Then we need a teaspoon of vanilla extract and then 2 cups of oatmeal. So what I usually do with this is I will set out a pan, or I'll just set out like parchment paper on the table, like on the counter. Set out some parchment paper so that you already have it ready. And then all you do is you put the xylitol, cocoa butter, and the almond milk over a pan, like over a, what's that thing called? Burner, in a pot. You bring it to a boil for about 1.5 minutes. Then you remove it from the heat. You put the PB2, the oats, vanilla extract, stir and mix it, and then you put it on the parchment paper. Let it cool. You can stick it in the refrigerator if you want. Usually I just leave them like on the counter because we eat them really fast, and so sometimes we don't even let them cool. Generally this recipe makes about 16 cookies. It just depends on how big you like them and etc, etc. So I'm going to bring everything to a boil over on a burner over here. I'm going to have to turn my camera. And then we'll go from there. Okay, now that we have adjusted and you can see me, I'm going to measure everything out. Friends, it is day 2 Grace Ann because I was a dum-dum last night and forgot to record the outro. So here I am, day 2. I don't have anything to show you because everyone ate it all. So I'm sorry. But they were good. The muffins were good. They tasted like lemon and poppy seeds. And then the no-bake cookies were really good. Like really good. So everyone ate them in a night. It's fine. Okay. Anywho,
thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really enjoyed making it, so we hope that y'all enjoyed watching it. Comment down below if you have some snack recipes you'd like to share, or if you have tried these recipes, or if you're going to try these recipes. If you're going to try these, please, please, please comment below with a picture of what you made.
thanks again so much for watching, guys. We hope you really enjoyed this video. We enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy this video, click that like button down below because it really helps us out. Beside that like button, there is a big red subscribe button. I want you to turn that big red button into a gray button that says subscribe with a check mark. Then beside of that, there is a little notification bell and it goes ding, ding, ding. Click on that for me because that'll give you notifications every time we post a video, and it'll give you notifications whenever we go live. And we've been doing that a lot recently, so you want those notifications because you never know what's going to happen on our live streams.
Next week's video is about how to finish strong. I'm super excited for this video. It's kind of a different format than all of our other videos actually. So be sure to check out for that exactly a week from today.
Bye, friends!